Hey, welcome back to the garage. Today I'm going to be looking at the brake pads on our red crew cab pickup here. I think the brake pads were probably last changed on this van maybe 8 years ago, I think. I had a mechanic do it at the time, but they haven't really been looked at since. So I think it's time to get in and just inspect them and see what kind of condition they're in, how much meat is left on them, and then if we're going to replace them, we've got a few bits and pieces here for that job. So what you need for this is obviously a brake pad fitting kit that consists of 4 brake pads, because you have to do both sides just to ensure that they wear evenly. New retaining clips and pins as well for the brake pads. Some brake pad grease, some brake cleaner, a entire box of rubber gloves, because you're going to be changing those a lot. You don't want to get any contaminants on your brakes. A hammer for knocking out the old pins. And some kind of punch. I didn't have a punch lying around. I do have one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So I just fashioned one out of a nail here. Just going to ground down the end of the nail. So hopefully that'll do for that. And also some some sandpaper as well, just for just to clean up the disc, the brake disc itself, because we'll be inspecting some other bits of the brake disc system in here while we're in here, just to make sure that everything's okay. So we'll start just by getting the wheel off anyway. Just get the hubcap off here, screwdriver. Can be a bit hard to get these off sometimes. Volkswagen actually used to supply a tool, or they did supply a tool with vans for some claws for pulling these hubcaps off without damaging the wheel. They fitted into these 2 holes here, but yeah, I don't know. That did not come with our van. So so we've got access here now, so we'll just get the wheel off. Okay. And put these in the hubcap, because you don't want to lose your nuts. And just put the wheel under here, safety. Now I'm just going to move the wheel hub around so I can get better access to the brake caliper. Right. I notice one glaring error straight away. There's no retaining clip here for these pads, so they're literally loose. Like they could, bit of through vibration and things, they could fall out and suddenly you'd have no front brakes. So that's one thing that's good, why we have these replacement retaining clips here and pins. So that's one problem. Also, caliper seems quite loose as well. There's a bit of play in it. And I think maybe that might be just due to the lack of the retaining clips as well. But maybe we should look at tightening up the bolts at the rear here. And the other thing as well is, this is another job for a future time, is the backing plate here is very beaten up and a bit rusty. It looks like it might have taken a whack from a stone or something at some point. So we'll need to put on a new backing plate here, but that involves taking the caliper off and sealing off the brake lines and things. So also I don't have a replacement backing plate right now, so I'll do that some other time. But yeah, we're going to get in here and just knock these pins out and take these 2 brake pads out and replace them, and then put the clip in, the non-existent clip. So yeah, we should hopefully have a more functional front brake after that. Right, we seem to have opened a little bit of a can of worms here. I noticed that there's other things missing from this caliper. there's supposed to be shims that go back here. They're the anti-squeal shims. They sit between the piston and the brake pad, but they're missing on this van. So I have a shim here from the green van. This is yeah, that's what kind of fits in there. But I don't want to cannibalize these, so I might just look at ordering some replacement ones. So I think we'll probably have to stop this job here until we get those replacement parts. The other thing is, yeah, the back plate again, as I mentioned. Yeah, we should probably just get some new back plates as well, because these ones are actually they're actually worse than the ones that are on the green van, which was, the green van was, if you remember, was sitting in a hedge for 30 years. Right, I think we're gonna have to call it a day here. Yeah, the brake caliper on the other side it's the same story over there. There's no shims in it, and there's no retaining clip or anything, which is yeah, it's quite amusing, because this is a job that I paid someone to do many years ago now at this stage, but they obviously never bothered to put the brakes back together properly, or tell me that any of these things were missing. Yeah, I obviously should have checked that long ago, but anyway, there you go. That's why it's, yeah, if you know how to do these things, it's better to do them yourself. Because no one's going to do a better job in your own van than you are. So yeah, so we're going to have to go and do a little bit of research and order up some new parts here. But yeah, unfortunately that's it for now. Bit of a false start here, but thanks for joining me again in the garage, and I'll see you in another video where hopefully we will actually do this job.